I really, really, really love this car, but I think I have to let it find a new home. I'm going to start running with NASA, the NASA. Don't show them what's underneath the left wing of the Stop with Camo. It's going to be a surprise. What's up, people? So today, let's go over what am I doing on this channel with racing this year. All right, so basically there's two facets to this, not including Genius Garage. There's me going after big level professional racing series type stuff. Some of you may have seen my Silver Crown car test, chasing at the road to Indy, doing stuff like that. Now, the truth about that world is, it's insanely frustrating, to say the least. And there's so much crap that has to be behind closed doors. And frankly, there are so many underhanded, dirty dealings that are unimaginable that I will be able to write an incredible book just from last year and the last few months alone. So I really can't talk about that right now, but I'm continuing to make it go. But in the meantime, what is Casey Putsch as a normal sportsman going to do for racing beyond the channel? Obviously, we're finishing up the King Zero V12 supercar build, but I really don't intend for that to be a race car. Also starting the F1 hot rod build, where I'm taking a 1990 Lola Indy car, basically reconfiguring it as a Formula One car from the early 90s with the Hayabusa motor, which could be tracked, but not going to race that. That's more of a client. And then, of course, Genius Garage is going on. And with that, I'm going to give the students the opportunity to do a Hayabusa swap for their Indy car. I think it's going to be a really great learning experience for them. But what am I doing? Come on over here, camera person, and let's check this out. So, some of you may recall I bought this C4 production-based Corvette race car. Now, this is actually an 80s C4 that later got bodied with the 1990s swoopier body and painted like the Grand Sport. I know some of you may be like, oh, it's not a real Grand Sport. Who cares? It's still a C4 Corvette. It's the same damn thing. And this car's faster than an original Grand Sport was. I'm not going to pleasure myself in the mirror to serial numbers. I really don't care. It's a race car. But, so this car has run in the HSR, it's run the SCCA, and it's eligible for a lot of things. But what I'm really excited about is, I'm going to start running with NASA, the NASA, and primarily the Great Lakes region. Runs a lot up here on Ohio, like Grattan Gingerman, National Corvette Museum, Mid-Ohio, stuff like that. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to be finishing this up, and currently I've got the engine actually at my engine builder, just checking some things out. It was a little long in the tooth. So the intention is to get this back together for, boom, April, for the Mid-Ohio race at NASA. And I'm really excited about it because, one, this thing's got 2 seats in it, so I can actually run this in the HPDE, which is High Performance Drivers Ed class, number 4, and I can take somebody for a ride. My wife will actually finally get to go for a ride with me in a race car around a track. That'll be a lot of fun. And who knows, maybe I'll connect with some of you in the future, be able to give rides at the NASA event. I think that'll be a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to the wheel-to-wheel racing, not the HPDE, that's lapping stuff. And they have different levels to teach novices and get them into track days and racing, but obviously going to be outright racing this car. Now, this particular car has an engine that at the flywheel is making right about 500 horsepower. And I'm guessing this car weighs somewhere around 3,000 pounds. So I still have to weigh it. And the NASA has particular rules in different classes. So this will potentially fit in one of the sport touring classes, which is highly dependent on power to weight ratio. Or if it makes too darn much power, I'll have to add a bunch of weight to it or run it in Super Unlimited. Now, I will get my butt kicked in Super Unlimited, so I'd rather not do that. But so I'll be basically tailoring it. So you guys are going to come along for the journey. I'm going to prepare this for NASA racing, and we're going to learn a lot. At Mid-Ohio, I believe they'll have a chassis dyno, so we will actually dyno it so they can get the actual proper horsepower numbers at the wheels. And that's how you figure it for your horsepower to weight and all these calculations and stuff to figure out your proper classing so they can keep it reasonably fair. So on that note, too, with regard to NASA that I'm pretty excited about, a lot of you know I'm super into Porsche 944s. I've done a couple on this channel. I really like them. NASA also races the Spec 944 series, where effectively they're stock Porsche 944s with safety precautions and some things like that to make them really equal. I actually think that might be a lot of fun. I might do a Spec 944 just for kicks to kind of connect with everybody. Big field, a lot of fun. But what I'm really excited about, and I hinted in an earlier video regarding the builds I'm going to do, like what will the Viper-powered Jabberwocky be? NASA is amazing because they have an unlimited class. And other than safety, there's no rules on horsepower, engine, tires, aerodynamics, nothing. It just has to be closed wheel. It's literally the old Can-Am rules from the 60s. You know, IndyCar is a Spec series. Formula One is a purposefully obtuse monetary and engineering circus for billionaires. NASCAR is a circus. Like, you know, IMSA is a circus. It's all a contrived circus. And NASA's the one last place you can build whatever you want and actually road race. So I'm really, really excited about that. That's to answer you guys' question, like, what's Casey Putsch going to be building in the future? I'm going to build super unlimited cars for NASA and be a total creative kook. It'll be lots of fun. So come on up here. I'm going to show you something. And cameraman, don't show them what's underneath the left wing of the Stop with Camo. It's going to be a surprise. Okay, but let's look at us under the right wing. Here, walk by, camera person. Walk by. Don't show them. They can't see it. They can't handle it yet. Okay, but we can show them this. Boom. So this is my Chevron B16 body, which I got from Chris Ardern of Ardern Cars. Now, I'm kind of excited about this. And this isn't going to happen like right away, so don't get overly excited. But I want to build this into a really lightweight car for Super Unlimited. So it have a big Venturi tunnels and, you know, go for a lot of aerodynamics. So it'll be a lightweight car with a lot of aerodynamics, kind of more of a concept there. And then the Jabberwock build with a Viper engine and consequential builds will be more of like heavyweight, boom, car with aero and stuff. So the other car here of mine, this is my Formula Continental. It's I can't even remember the year. I need to look at the chassis tag. I'm an idiot. I always forget. Okay, what is it? Oh, tell me. Anyway, it's an Argo. It was one of only a couple that's important in the United States. It's really neat. It's powered by the 2-liter Ford single overhead cam, typical for Formula Continentals of the era. This is a 2-frame chassis car. And this car could be run, although NASA does not run Formula cars. So I'd run this with like SCCA or different vintage series and stuff. And as much as I hate to say, and there's a couple of people that wanted it, I'm like, I'm not going to sell it. I think I actually am going to sell it. I really, really, really love this car, but I think I have to let it find a new home because I've got a bunch of other projects on my plate and too many cars, frankly. And yes, you can have too many cars. So I think I've got to sell this. So if you're serious, you know, message me and we'll connect. I know there's one fan that was interested. I can't find the message to let him know. And I'm sorry, I kind of flip-flop. I'm going to sell it. I'm not going to sell it. But the Argo, I probably will sell. I recently spent some time on it really cleaning up. It looks gorgeous. You're going to need seat belts, a fire extinguisher bottle that's new. You're going to need a new battery. You got to rebuild the carb and new tires and pour your seat. And that's it. It's other than that, it's a nice car. It should be really good. So that's basically it. If you want to do a little walk around, check it out. I also did, not that it's that big a deal for a race car, but it's looking really pretty. I actually polished it and then did the ceramic coating proper. So it's really gorgeous for a race car and has the basic stickers on here. Even got an Avalon King sticker from the ceramic coating. It was a lot of fun. This car actually, you can be pretty darn tall and fit in it really well. So I'm 6'1". It'll accommodate people about that height and even a little more. And you got quite a lot of room if you're a heftier lad. So there's actually more room in one of these than an Indy car, which is nice. So to accommodate a lot of people there. And that's kind of that. This car is Genius Garage's. I do not know what the program is going to do with it. It's running now, but it's not been race prepped or whatnot. Whether Genius Garage sells it or not, or maybe the students want to do something with this year, we'll find out. But I kind of just wanted to tell you guys, I'm really excited about, and here, I'm going to go this way if you want to kind of look around. I'm excited just to let you guys know, I'm going to start running NASA with the Great Lakes region. Just me, just Casey Putsch, the sportsman. Nothing too crazy, but I also want to tell you guys that as an update relating to the big league professional malarkey I'm chasing that relates to Indy cars, the road to Indy, Silver Crown, etc. Actually, like, I've probably about given myself an ulcer over this crap. Like, the professional racing world is the worst. It's the worst. Some of the worst human beings on earth are in it. Whenever it has to do with money and power, that's the deal. And the annoying thing is, I can't talk about a lot of things yet, but one day I will. So it'll be very interesting. So there are still things going on with there. I just need you guys to know I can't actually say everything all the time. I wish I could. I really wish I could. And in the future, I'll write a book or tell a lot more stories, but I can't right now. So I just wanted to shoot this out there so that for all you guys, if you are interested in going racing or you have a race car, I hope you come out to NASA for Great Lakes and run with me. It'll be a lot of fun. Even if we're not in the same class, I think it's going to be a great atmosphere. I think from everything I'm seeing, it's a really sporting environment. If you don't have a race car yet and you do track days, they've got 4 different HPDEs from novice up to basically professional level. So that's really fun. And that's cool because even if you don't have a racing license, you can bring out your street car with a helmet, obviously sign waivers. And don't blame me if you wreck, okay? I'm just telling you I'm gonna do something cool and saying that it'd be cool if you came too. But anyway, it's really neat. So if you're new and you want to get into road racing track days, you can go be part of it that way. In fact, I'll put a link down in the description below to Great Lakes Region's website and Facebook. So join up on that. And of course, I'll let you guys know. But I'm planning on going to Mid-Ohio in April with the blue Corvette. As long as I get it done, I'm going to have to go over the safety stuff, do set up new tires, and get the engine back. Boom. And that's kind of it, guys. And if anybody's interested in my 80s Argo Continental, I believe it's a Scott Livingston car, and it ran in the runoffs pretty successfully back in the day. But it's rather nice. Suspension components, everything are fantastic. Brakes are ready to go. So you just got to freshen up on those basic things we mentioned. And it's a really pretty car for vintage or SCCA. So that's basically it. But come on back. Next time we're going to get the, I don't know how quick I'm going to get the engine back on the Corvette, but actually that'll go in, so we'll showcase that. I probably won't corner weight the C4 Corvette because it's got leaf springs and it's going to be the first race. I'm just going to run what you run. I'm just going to go for it, okay? I'm going to huck it in the corner. Put my foot down. We'll see how it does. It's going to need new tires, and I'll obviously have to go over it really well. I'm going to probably change some seating and stuff in it. But yeah, so that's that. With regard to Genius Garage, for anybody else out there, currently, we've got a couple of the people already solidified for the IndyCar build program this year. I'm open to 1 or 2 spots more for people that would like to be part of the IndyCar build. Obviously, it's a plus if you've done any kind of fabrication or machining or working or being a mechanic, etc. So you can go to the Genius Garage website. You can see that in the description below as well. And if you'd like to be part of the IndyCar build this year and some really neat events over the spring and summer, send your resume as well as a cover letter to geniusgarage@hotmail.com and explain why you're a good person for the program and why the program would be meaningful to your life. So that's that. And please don't freak out if I or we don't immediately get back to you. A lot of stuff comes through, but we will look at it. And that's really it, you guys. But stay tuned. I just wanted to show you this is going to be a heck of a lot of fun. And I hope to engage with you guys. So maybe see you at Mid-Ohio in April. But thanks for watching. Please subscribe, hit that bell, and I'll see you guys next time. Very cool thing happening right now at the Packard American Motor Company. They're debuting their very first watch. This is the 1899 Model A. It's a mechanical automatic movement with a beautiful stainless steel case. All the parts are made in Switzerland. It's assembled right here in the United States. If you happen to have a Packard, you can get your serial number engraved right on it, but you guys need to go to packardamerica.us. This particular watch is mine. I'm looking very forward to wearing it more. It's frankly very comfortable and one of the best watches I've ever had. But this one's mine, not yours. You can't have it. Get your own. packardamerica.us.